Hey, what's up everyone? It's Adakai TCG here, and today I'm coming at you guys with a video going over the card leaks that we got for the new starter decks that will be coming out. The starter decks 15 through 20. They started to reveal some of the cards and the support that those leaders will be getting. And so I haven't personally looked through these yet. I just put together some slides from the card leaks that I got, and so we'll go over them together. I'll give you my first impressions and thoughts on them. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, the new starter decks that will be coming out, starter decks 15 through 20, are leaders that we've had before in the past, getting just all new support. And so I'm really excited for that. I think that's a really cool thing that Bandai is doing, not forgetting the older leaders just by constantly releasing new sets, but they are thinking about some of these older leaders and giving them new support. We saw that in EB, and now we're seeing that in these starters. But yeah, I think the leaders are red Whitebeard, green Uta, the blue Dofi, purple Luffy, black Smoker, and then the yellow Katakuri. I know some of these leaders have been in the meta for a while, kind of falling off of power towards OP06, OP07, but it's cool that they're giving them some new support so that we could once again start playing with these leaders again. And so really cool to see. And again, I put this slideshow together. We'll go over it by color, and so let's go right on ahead. All right, so let's get started. So first, we're gonna go through the red characters, and we're starting it off with Porkasti Ace. And so, yeah, he is a red character. He's a 5-cost, 6k power with a special attack type, and he does have the Whitebeard Pirates attribute, and also 1000 counter, which is great, so it's not a dead card in hands. And then the effect reads, if your leader has the Whitebeard Pirates tag included in its types, this character has Rush. So it's a 5-cost 6k Rush for the Whitebeard Pirates. And then once per turn, if this character would be removed from play by one of your opponent's effects, instead you may give this character minus 2000 power for this turn. Oh, okay, so that's pretty cool. So initial thoughts, the stat line is great. Being a 5-cost 6k power, not bad because it also has counter, so it's not a dead card in hands. He does have the Rush attribute when you play him in decks like Ace, Whitebeard, and I guess even the Marco as well. But what's really cool is this once per turn effect. So it seems like it didn't denote how the removal has to happen, and so I'm assuming that this means it could just be from anything. So whether it's KO'd, whether it's bottom decked, or whether it's put to trash, it seems like this character will stay sticky, and you'll just give it minus 2000 power for this turn. That's pretty cool. Right off the bat too, it could become even stickier with some other sleeper decks like the red black Sabo, right? And so you can probably do the Sabo effect and then this effect, you know. So it's 2 modes of protection, but again, this is a really cool card. It's red getting another Rush card that's sticky. I think a lot of the Whitebeard package is going to start to become very, very sticky and hard to remove. When you think about the 4-cost blocker Marco, the 5-cost KO Marco, and now this Ace, there's a lot of bodies that just are going to stick. And so, really cool. I'm excited to see where this card pops up and what decks too. I don't think it's limited just to Whitebeard Pirates because of the secondary effects, and so yeah, pretty excited to test this one out. Let's go to the next one. All right, so Atmos. Okay, so he's a red character. He's a 4-cost 5k power with the slash attribute. And then again, he's tagged with the Whitebeard Pirates tag, and he has 1000 counter, meaning it's not a dead card in hands. Pretty standard stat lines, but he has a really cool effect. When attacking, if your leader is Edward Newgate, you cannot add life cards to your hand using your own effects during this turn. So he has the 9-cost Whitebeard effect just on the attack. That's pretty cool. Kind of prolonging the lifespan of Edward Newgate. This kind of opens up Newgate to start playing a different way, right? Like now that you're not taking your own life every single turn, if he sticks in the board, you can start playing for a later game, higher body Newgate, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I like that they added this card. I wonder how easy it'll stick though, only being a 4 cost and a 5k power stat line. Pretty easy for things to remove, whether from black, even blue, and especially red, purple law. And so I don't know that this is going to necessarily stick too well, but it's cool to see that they're trying to expand the way that Newgate can be played rather than this just like constant rush. Yeah, rush Newgate. And so really cool addition. We'll see how it actually plays out in the meta. Next we have Kingu. He's a red character. He's 3 cost, 4k power with the strike attribute. Again, tag with the Whitebeard Pirates, tag and 1000 counter. He does have the blocker text, and so he can block. And then on your opponent's turn, when this character is KO'd by your opponent's effects, up to one of your leaders gain plus 2000 power for the turn. Oh, okay, so he's a sticky blocker in a sense. So if he's KO'd by an opponent's effect, so again, I was a little worried because he was a 3 cost 4k stat line, very easy to remove. But the fact that he has this, I guess, text, that could just shift your leader up to your Newgate up to 8,000, which is fantastic. Really hard to hit over. And it doesn't seem like this is limited just to Whitebeard Pirates, so this could be a staple red blocker across all red decks, and so that's really cool. Yeah, getting this 2000 power for the turn, really hard to hit over that. We were seeing that with, we've seen that with like that 7-drop Purple Kid. We've seen that with just the Newgates in general. And yeah, more recently, the Black Yellow Luffy. We know how annoying it is to swing over a leader that's above 5,000 power, and so really cool. Yeah, I'm excited to try this out in a few other decks as well. Now we're going on to black. So we have Tashigi. It is a black character card, a 5 cost, 6,000 power with the slash attribute, and tag with the navy tag. It does have 1000 counter. And then on play, if your leader is Smoker, give up to one of your opponent's characters -4 cost for this turn. And then activate main once per turn. If it is the turn this character was played, place up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 0 into its owner's trash. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So on play, you can play this for 5, and then you give something -4. And then you can activate this main. Doesn't seem like you need to even tap this card. Just once per turn. If it is a turn, this character is played. Place one of your opponent's characters, cost 0 into its owner's trash. Okay, really cool. Okay, so again, so you can automatically just trash a 4 cost, right, from this ability. But then with Smoker, you can minus a 5 cost. Essentially, or put a 5 cost in the trash rather, and you couple that with anything else. That's a really strong card. You're developing a body, you're negging a cost, and then it's not even like you can stack additional cost reduction after it's played on the turn that it was played, and then just trash a card. That's really cool. Wow. Okay. I'm really excited to see more of these black character cards, because that card's cracked. I think this is going to be a new staple that we're going to be seeing across any black deck. Oh, I guess no, it's only for Smoker where you get the -4 cost. But again, still a very cool card. It's going to be so strong in Smoker. I cannot wait to start cooking with this deck. Yeah, I really need to see more black support. He's one of my favorite characters. It was one of my favorite leaders to play in One Piece, and so really excited to see what else is in this deck. Next, we're moving on to blue. So we got Boa Hancock, blue character. It's a 4 cost, 6k power with a special attribute. It doesn't have any counter, but it's tagged with the 7 Warlords of the Sea, as well as the Kuja Pirates tag. And so it is a blocker, and then on play you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, then place them in any order on the top or bottom of your deck, then give up to one of your 7 Warlords of the Sea type leader or character cards up to 1 Rested Dawn. Okay, that's really cool. So it does the search effect that you want it to do. It has a really strong stat line, being a 4-cost 6k power. It can be cheated out by the Blue Dofi ability. And then it does let you scry your deck. And then it also lets you recycle a Rested Dawn, which is really good value. It being a 4-cost 6k power is a really good stat line. It can be a swinger, it could block. It's doing everything that Dofi wants a card to be doing. And recycling a Dawn. And so I think this is going to be a super efficient card for Dofi to play. I think even with the EB01 package, where we got that Edward Weevil, Blue Dofi is just getting the right support to kind of be a menace again, because I always did really like the Blue Dofi effect. I think he was a leader that was very, very hard to deal with for certain decks, and that was back when, you know, OP01 was the only card pool that we were working with. And so seeing some of these new cards, bring him online, his leader ability is one that's super strong. It gets to basically cheat out a body from your deck while you retain your hand size. It's just fantastic. And so let's see what else he has. I think there's one more blue card. Oh yeah, the Crocodile. People were talking about this in my Discord, but so it's the Crocodile card, the blue character. It is a 4-cost 5k power with a special attribute. It's tagged with the 7 Warlords of the Sea and the Baroque Works tag. It does have 1000 counter. And then on play, reveal 1 card from the top of your deck. If that card has a 7 Warlords of the Sea type, draw 2 cards and place 1 card from your hand on the top of your deck. Well, okay, so really cool. You get to, 1, you can cheat him out with the Dofi ability. It does have counter. But 2, you are netting 1 card, right? Because you're revealing the top card of your deck. If that's the 7 Warlords, you can draw 2 cards and then place it. Yeah, so you're basically netting a card and setting up the top of your life again, or top of your deck again after that. And so really cool, really cool. Even if you hard play it from hands, you can use Dofi ability to play out whatever you put back on the top of your deck. If you use the Dofi ability to play this out and cheat this out because you knew it was on the top, you can set up your next turn, or I guess it will be your next draw. And so, but still really cool. This is, I think there's going to be a lot of ways to utilize this, and it seems like Blue Dofi is just getting more and more ways to just have card advantage. You know, with this, we talked about the Edward Weevil. They have quite a few ways to keep drawing cards, and so I've seen some people play it in the EB01 meta, where they're also playing the 10-drop Kaido, the one that just draws you 4 cards. And yeah, they were going super wide. They had a lot of blockers, and their hand size was enormous. You know, you see 1 or 2 Edward Weevils, you drop 1 10-drop Kaido, and you're a 5-life leader too, so you're kind of chilling on your cards from life. And so I've seen really, 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 really big hand size Dofis, and so excited to see what people cook for this deck. I know Wimmy, another YouTuber, she's been constantly on Dofi, so I'm excited to see what she cooks too. And so definitely probably check out her channel to see what she thinks about these cards. Next we're going on to green. We have a Gordon character again. He's a 2-cost 0k power wisdom attribute card with the film tag. He does have 1000 counter, and this is a blocker, and on your opponent's attack you may trash any number of music type cards from your hand. Your leader or one of your characters gains 1000 power during this battle for every card trashed. That's pretty cool. So I don't know how many music type cards that there's gonna be. I'm interested to see what other support cards are printed for the starter deck. We'll have to see. But the fact that you can remain, you know, a 6-7K leader prevents people from going pretty wide on you. They have to choose to go taller. And I'm assuming a lot of these music type cards will be events, and so those cards will be kind of live in your hands. Only thing is, okay, this is on your opponent's attack, so this probably can get removed pretty easily by a lot of the newer cards in the meta. But if it does stick, your opponent has to kind of think through how they're going to be swinging into you. But yeah, I thought it was interesting that the starter 11 Uta's already going to be getting some more another starter support deck. It feels like we just got this Uta, but yeah, we'll see. Not sure how I feel about this card. We'll have to probably see what other music cards come out first, and so we'll see about that. And then we have a green Charlotte Katakuri. So we have a green Big Mom Pirates. I think this is the first one then. So it's a 3-cost 4K power with the strike attribute. It's tagged with the film and Big Mom Pirates tag. It does have 1000 counter. And so then if your leader has the film type and you have 6 or more rested cards, this character gains 2000 power. Okay, so it's another one of those cards that will count how many rested cards you have. So this is including Dawn, your leader, other characters, and so 6 may sound like a lot, but already if you're playing this character out, or just playing any character out with Dawn, you're already tapping quite a few, and then if you tap your leader, that's another additional card. So you probably can hit that 6 threshold quite easily. So him being a 3-cost 6K power is really good value. And it looks like it's not tagged with any sort of your turn, and so I think it'll just remain 6K power, and so that's pretty cool. So you're kind of you're getting really good value from this card then. But yeah, it does depend on your leader being a film type character, and so I guess this only works in Uta for now. Yeah, because I think she's the only green character that has the film type in it, and so really cool for Uta. I think it's interesting to see this. I wonder what other combos you can pull with this one, though. I'm trying to think if there's any other cards that would from film that let you cheat this out in any way. But regardless, I think this is a really good value card. It being a 3-cost though may be quite easy to remove from a cost perspective, but the fact that it can become 6K, very strong, very good value, and it's not dead in hand either because it has the counter. And I think that's all the cards that we have. Yeah, that's all the leaks that we have. So again, I'm super excited to see just more of the leaks for these starter decks. I really love how Bandai is just printing out more support for these older leaders. They're not just being left in the dust, and so man, I'm excited, really excited for Smoker. I don't know how strong he's gonna be, but I really do hope to give him some good support because I really want to cook with that deck. And so once more card leaks happen, I'll probably take my first crack at deck building Smoker and testing him out. And so yeah, excited to bring that to you, but that's all I got going for today. Thank you again for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure to check out my online shop. Links will be in the description below. I do custom cards, playmats, and yeah, just want to hook you guys up with some really cool looking custom cards. And so thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe, comment your thoughts, and which one of the new starter deck leaders are you most excited to try with new support. And so yeah, let me know below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.